Hi guys, I just thought, since I had that Warhammer Fantasy box set, I thought I might paint up some of the Lizardmen from it. So I've assembled the Saurus warriors today, and here's one of them. I've primed this guy ready with some Citadel, just regular skull white spray. I don't know how clear that is. But yeah, and I'm thinking I'm going to use him as a test model, try out a colour scheme that I've been thinking about, see how it looks, and yeah, I thought I might show you the progress as and when I do it. So my current thinking is to have an orange and kind of a turquoise colour scheme. So the orange base I'm going to use is this, how do you pronounce that? Jokero orange. It's the little orangutan things. So that's probably going to be the base colour. Oh. And I'm going to raise that up with a bit of dwarf flesh, because that's a nice kind of, it's got an orangey tint to it. And then just to bring it back to a little bit more of a reddy orange, I've got this Citadel Bloodletter glaze, which I'm just going to apply on there. Kind of tie it all together again. And then for the turquoise, I'm thinking it's going to be a base of the Temple Guard blue, even though that's not a base colour, and a glaze of Guilliman blue. Possibly, maybe, I might try the emerald green from this Vallejo model colour range. Maybe I'll use that as the base and then bring it up to the Temple Guard blue, so it's got a bit of a range from an emerald green to a nice kind of blue there. And we'll see how that looks. So I've got my homemade wet palette, bit of sponge, bit of kitchen roll on there. I want to get some parchment paper at some point, but for now the kitchen roll does the job. And yeah, so I'll come back when I've done the first set of colour. Okay, here he is with the orange base coat on him. I don't know how well you can see that, it's not mega light in here right now, it's getting quite late. But yeah, I think that looks quite nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry on doing some base coating on him. I'll base coat the scales and all the other little bits, just the basic base coats. And I'll come back and show you that. It might be the morning and a bit lighter when I do that, so we'll see. Okay, here we are. It's the following morning, and I've done all the base coating. So you can see he's got this, the orange skin, the kind of emerald turquoisey scales there. I've done the base with a one of the texture paints. Let's see how that gets on. And yeah, there's Warplock bronze on his weapon. You probably can't see it too well still, but yeah, that's that. So the next step is going to be highlighting it a bit. So I'll come back and I'll tell you what I did there. Alright, so this is after the, let's see if that helps, after the highlight stage. It's fairly subtle still. Yeah, there you go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start using the odd wash and the glazes and see how it comes out from that. Okay, and here's the Lizardman, the Saurus warrior. Like I say, this is a test model just to see how the colours work. I'm not worrying about any kind of incredible shading here, but I'm quite happy with how the colours have come out. It's nice and bright. should really jump out if there was a regiment of these on the battlefield. I think they'd really stand out. Got some like jungle tufts down there on the bases, and I think the blue and the orange, they contrast nicely without being too much of a pain on the eyes, but it does give them that real kind of exotic kind of feel. Going forward, I think what I'll do is, rather than paint it in that orange and then shade it with the red shade, I'll go out and I'll buy some more appropriate orange colours, probably from the Vallejo range. They'll probably be the closest to what I want here. And then there's the shields as well, but I'll do all the shields in bulk after I've done the actual warriors. What I'm thinking is, for the weapons and for the shields, I might do them in kind of a brassy bronze colour, and then give them a bit of verdigris, if that's how you pronounce the word. You know, the oxidization on there, which would be a similar colour again to the scales, which would help tie it all together. Let's see if we can zoom in. You can see there's a bit of shading on those. How they go from emerald green to the kind of temple guard blue, and then they've got a bit of blue wash on them as well. So it's dead simple. There's going to be like nothing on here where you say, wow, that's amazing. But I think once there's, 20 of those guys lined up in a row, I think that could look quite nice on the battlefield. And then I've got hundreds of skinks to tackle. All those skinks that came in the box. Was it 32 of them or something silly? So yeah, that's if I decide to do all those soon. I might not. Oh, and the other thing is, another shout out. This one's to Warboss Tay for inspiring me to buy some of this, the Tamiya Clear Red, the famous blood effect paint. So I'm going to look forward to having a go with that as well. Whether that goes on the Lizardmen, it probably won't, but I'll find something suitably gruesome to put that on. Maybe the Kroot weapons could have those, to say that they've been slicing into something. Or maybe on my orcs. They might suit the orcs well. I'll probably test it out on one of those orcs from the goodie bag video, because one of those is no great loss if I make a bit of a mess of it. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.